what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Power Book 3. Keep wanting to say Ghost. Raising Kanan, Season 1, Episode 7. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys. So Rock is in the range, okay, with one of her boys. They just dropped off Scrappy at the hospital. All right, so she's looking all pensive, upset. I mean, that's a whole lot that just went on. Scrappy ain't dead. You guys all told me he wasn't dead. Remember I told you guys in the video I didn't look because I knew it was gonna be something gruesome, and I didn't know the fact that he was still breathing and moving and shit. So okay, so Scrappy is still alive. She calls Lou and was just like, okay, do what you gotta do. We at war. Okay, we always been at war. Tried to play that shit down, but obviously not. So Lou goes and, you know, stalks out old boy, the one that, you know, we know was at the event with Scrap. He sees old boy walking down the street with his girl. They looking like they done had a nice dinner out, you know, and they on their way back home. Okay, they go on back home, and brother man got his face in the place, and she's all laid back in the bed and all that, and Lou breaks in the house. Okay, quiet enough, don't nobody know he in there. You know, he got his whole face tied off and everything, and he got the gun, and he get in there and he get the blast in the flat jammy. Tell me why you got a fucking automatic, and how do you miss him? Why are you walking in all stealthily, nigga? Bust up in that motherfucker and blast their ass, okay? So he's shooting and shooting and shooting. Oh boy got enough time to roll off on girl, okay? Grab his gun, shoot back at Lou, and not only that, puts on his fucking robe and gets out the damn window running down the street. Lou missed him. I was so disgusted. I said, Lou, now you done jumped back a few pegs now, because if you're going to be this drug dealer now, I'm going to need you to act accordingly. Okay, we can't get our sexy on, and you can't even hit a target that ain't moving, that don't even see you. Now, Kanan feels bad about Scrappy. He sees, he meets his mom, and he was just like, I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have said those things about him. And she was just like, don't worry about Scrappy. He a soldier. He know the game. Okay, he gonna be all right. Okay, the game don't stop. All right, this is just how it goes. Remember, you still learning. Anyways, turns out they're meeting for dinner at a nice restaurant. You know, he gonna introduce his mama to Davina. Okay, the girl that gave up the safe house. Boy, wait till Rock find that out. Anyway, they go inside, they sit down, and he was just like, I got another surprise for you, mama. Okay, right when she sit down, and then here walk up Symphony, okay, with his fine self. And she look at him, and she was just like, oh no. All right, and she walk out the door again, okay? So Symphony come running out, and he was just like, I like hauling notes, okay? I was like, nigga, that's a new one, huh? I like hauling notes, and I ain't never told nobody that, you know, and you the first person I'm telling that, and, you know, I won't never hold a secret from you again. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have got in between you and your son, you know, and all of that. Then he get to sing and Sarah smiled to her. And I mean, how can you resist something like this? You know, he really does love Rock, or he seemed like he loved her. He ain't said it though, but you know, he misses her. You know, he want to be with her. I thought the nigga was going to say he can't breathe with her, you know, with like Boomerang, but he doesn't, but he almost goes there. And, you know, I was like, Rock girl, go and get your nigga back. You know, you miss your man. Okay. Stop being so fucking tough. And after a little back and forth, you know what, they go on back in. We all right now. And the four of them have dinner together. So it's all good, you know, and they laughing and talking. They finish. And Kanan and Davina is getting driven home by one of the drivers because Rock and Symphony got some other shit that they about to do. And, you know, when Kanan gets in the car with the driver, Rock goes and tells the driver, like, the block is hot. Okay, don't let nothing happen to my damn baby. I know the people that got to be dealing with Kanan be like, fuck! Nobody feel like dealing with this nigga, everything he got, you know, every time he stir up some shit. But they leave. So when he goes to Davina to drop her off, you know, Davina, even though she been smiling and laughing the whole night, you know, in the back of her head, she got a problem. She was telling Kanan how she was listening to Fame, what he said during his rap at the performance, you know, the other night, and you know, she been thinking about it and things that he said, and he was just like, don't worry about that, that's just made up, you know, Fame ain't a part of that life. And she was like, yeah, Fame ain't, but you are. Okay, and I didn't realize at the time, but you guys told me in my comments that Fame was saying all of this shit that happened when Kanan shot Buck, what's his name, Buck 20. And so Davina realized that, and so did Kanan at the thing, and so now we done got a damn problem. I said, oh, you gonna have to go fuck up Fame now. He done messed up your puss. And of course, Rock and Symphony, they go back to the house because they about to get busy. Meanwhile, at the gas station, remember Kanan had told Marvin that that's what they needed to do. Well, it looks like Marvin decided to go on ahead with it because we see the people running through there, picking up the drugs, driving right through. They got a whole little operation going. They dropped the money with Marvin, you know, and all that. It seems like they ain't got to worry about no corners right now. Okay, so that might have been genius on Kanan's part. Now, next day, we see Marvin and Lulu and Rock talking, and Marvin was just like, how you miss a motherfucker that's in the bed? Okay, that ain't moving. I was like, thank you. How do you miss him? Okay, so Marvin got a chance to finally give it to Lulu in front of Rock. Okay, finally, her golden boy, you know, fucked up something here. As far as Rock is concerned, you guys, and then, of course, Lulu's telling them how it looked like Unique even got some operation going through the gas station, and Marvin was like, yeah, I don't know nothing about that. Marvin, you might have done better just not saying anything. You know that child is gonna remember everything you say. So yeah, score 1 for Marvin. I guess Lulu is a little bit in the doghouse. Rock gotta go and fix some shit again. Kanan goes to Fame and was just, now Kanan goes and confronts Fame about what he said, and he was just like, I'm sorry, like, tell her that was just some street shit. And he was just like, I did tell her that, and that shit didn't work. Like, she was listening to what the fuck you was saying. And he was just like, you know, Fame, he always got jokes. He always smooths it over with Kanan. All right, he's sorry. You know, he ain't gonna do that shit no more. You know, yada, yada, yada. So everything is all good. But the damage has already been done. Now let's jump over to Laverne and Nicole. So, young love, you guys. These two seem to be very happy. You know, they hang out all the time. There is, I guess this is prom time or some sort of ball, whatever you want to call it. You know, now that Laverne has claimed Nicole as her girlfriend and it's official, they gonna get together on this ball night. Nicole is telling her how they gonna meet up. You know, she going to this ball with some guy, but then she gonna sneak out, and her and Laverne are gonna go to Laverne's dance that they, you know, that's gonna be happening as well the same night. Okay, so they got it all planned out. So Laverne, okay, aka Jukebox, she goes to Lord and Taylor. She's trying on these dresses. They all full 80s, okay, ruched, you know, up here at the bodice and ruffles and shit. Probably looks like one of the dresses that I wore back then. And she's just looking like, yeah, no, okay, this is not gonna work. So when she leaves out, the lady was like, did you leave the clothes in the dressing room? And she was like, they in there. Okay, yeah, she ain't trying to steal no damn dresses anyway. At first I thought she did, but no, it turns out that she didn't. Because she's hanging up her stealing, her looting days, okay? She's hanging it up. Now, back to Rock. So Rock goes to see the wife, okay? And the wife was like, I went to go see my cousin, and he told me that you chose me, you know, because of the fact that I'm his cousin. That's the only reason why you really in this store. And she was like, but he don't know that I chose you too, because you a woman and you understand how these men be treating us. And I told you guys last week, I knew Rock was gonna have some sort of connection with this woman, okay? And Rock was just like, yeah, you gonna let me know if you need some help, you know, I'm gonna be here for you. So I was just like, okay. And that wife was looking like, yeah, finally about to get some get back. Burn. She ain't looting no more, you know, and she's actually about to go to this ball with her girl, like I told you. So, of course, Nicole is all like, let me know, you know, what color is the dress, what you gonna be wearing. And Laverne's just like, no, you ain't about to see it, you know, it's gonna be a surprise. Well, like I said, it's young love and all of this. Juke had made a tape of her singing, or she made a tape, and she gave it to Nicole. I'm assuming that it was of her singing, and she gives it to Nicole, and then Nicole realizes that they got pretzels over there. So, you know, Juke taking care of her girl, she goes over there and gets her a pretzel. So when she walks away, she hurries up and puts a card that she made for Laverne into her backpack. And then when she goes in there, she gets a vial. Now, the vial, I think I might have missed how Juke ended up with that vial of crack. But I think she got it from Kanan, okay? And that is because Kanan ends up going to the house where they making the rock, and, you know, this is Marvin's setup, remember? And when he goes in there, you know, they stretching the rock, and Kanan saying how they need to stretch that shit even further. And they was like, nigga, you ain't calling no shots around here. And he was just like, yeah, that gas station operation, that's my idea. So what? But you know what? They was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, so, you know, I'm cooking. So he goes, and they got some shit called Cinder Williams or some shit, Cinder Fellas. Anyway, it's some dirt, okay, that they putting in these rocks, and it's gonna make a shit really, really potent. And obviously it's toxic and all of that, but Kanan don't know no better. Just stretch that shit further, use more of that, you know. So he all the man and shit. So that's how I think he had some of the rock. And I know he was talking to Juke at one time, but I missed when she might have ended up with it. But anyway, Nicole, when she goes to put the damn card in her backpack, then she sees the rock. Okay, so she actually steals it, and of course Juke don't know nothing about it. Okay, so I was like, oh, you guys, Nicole is a goner. Speaking of Kanan and his blunder of stretching these rocks like this, Marvin goes and gets him, like, nigga, get in the car. Okay, and he real aggravated. Okay, and Kanan gets in the car, and they drive to the rock house. All right, and when they walk in, they see all of these people. If they not strung completely out on the drugs, some of them are dead, okay? A whole bunch of bodies just that have all overdosed on this damn bad rock that y'all selling. And Marvin was just like, you know, what the fuck? Like, y'all stretched the shit out this bad. And the guy was like, oh, you know, your boy Kanan was the one who, you know, came in all big and bad and was just like, we need to stretch this shit further. So Marvin is pissed. I don't know why you keep on getting into business with this 15-year-old fucking boy that don't know what the hell he doing. Marvin I tell you that Marvin ain't got no damn sense either. So now Marvin is pissed, like, we can't have, if these white people get to falling out and dying, we looking at the damn electric chair. Okay, we got to clean off the streets. We can't have this shit circulating. We definitely can't let Rock know that we the ones behind this, you know, because Kanan was like, we gonna tell my mom? No, fool, we not telling your mom. Even though you guys already know Rock gonna find out. By the next episode, Rock gonna know. Okay, now Rock goes and meets with the cousin. While they sitting there talking, you know, she telling him that she's trying to build her business, but she need a distributor that's gonna be willing to build with her, you know. And he tells her that his cousin seemed to like her, you know, and his intuition is making it feel like, you know, maybe you are a good person. Okay, while they're talking, we got Lou and the cousin's boy, whoever his security is or whatever, they sitting back there talking music. Old boy got ties to BMG, and you know, so Lulu and this guy is back there talking. And another connection that Lulu is making, you guys, Lulu is trying to get into the business. But anyway, Rock don't know nothing about none of that going on back there, because she's trying to get her business straight with old boy. So, you know, she was just like, so how can we do this? And he was just like, I'll be in touch. You know, he liked you. He seemed to like you, though. And so just hold on, and then he'll be in touch. So that's a good thing, right? Looks like Rock got the Tijuana connect. Okay, so it's been a good day. So she goes home, and honey, her and Symphony, they having sex, letting off some steam. This is exactly what she needed. When they finish, you know, she tells him she apologized because, you know, maybe she was too hard on him. She actually liked the fact that Kanan trusts him enough to turn to him, you know, and call him, because he don't really have too many men in his life that he could trust. And then she just out the blue was like, you know, do you want to have kids? I was like, oh, Rock, you trying to go there with it? And he was just like, if it's with the right person. And she was like, what if it was me? And he was just like, well, maybe we could do that. I said, oh, girl, now how you going to be a pregnant drug dealer? And she was just like, well, I'm not really ready to do it just yet, but, you know, because I'm still trying to build this, and I got some things that I need to do, you know, before I can turn it all over to Lou, and I can just kind of sit back. And I was just like, first of all, Lulu about to be in the music industry, honey. He ain't going to be trying to do no drug dealing with you. That's about to be a problem with Rock and Lulu, okay? Because she definitely can't turn that shit over to Marvin. Kanan is too young and don't know what the hell going on and fucking everything up on these streets. So really, Lulu is it, and Lulu is not going to be it, you know? So she says, you know, basically in the future, but we can make plans, you know, if shit continue to work out, these two planning on having a baby. And I was just like, And speaking of Lulu's at the diner, you know, the one that him and, you know, the family all meet at on Wednesday nights, I think it is. And he's getting them some food, and then Unique walk in with old boy. Okay, and Unique want to talk to Lulu, so Lulu go and sit down in the booth, and Unique come and sit across from him, and he's just telling him like, look, I'm about to fuck your sister's shit all up. Anybody that's with her, all that is about to go down. Okay, so I'm just here to talk to you though, because you really are a good one for your sis. Okay, entrepreneurial spirit. I hear about you and your music thing. You got a good head on your shoulders. You smart. Like, I just really could use somebody like you. And I'm thinking to myself, like, Unique had to know that Lulu was just gonna be like, yeah, I see, I'm real flattered and everything. Thank you. It's just one thing. And he was like, oh, it's because it's your sister, huh? And he was like, no, I just don't deal with bitch ass niggas like you. Okay, or him. All right, old boy is all mad like, fool, I'm about to shoot you. And Unique stop him. Called old boy a pussy. I said, pussy want to shoot you. So Unique, you gotta really like Unique. And really, when you kind of look at Unique and Rock's personality, Rock is really not the most likable. I have a feeling that we not gonna like Rock more and more as time goes on. I mean, I guess that's how it goes when you gotta be trying to run business and trying to be, be groundbreaking and start shit. But Unique actually seems to be more of the cooler of the two, you guys. But anyway, Unique was like, I'm just gonna apologize to you right now about what's about to happen. Okay, we ain't gonna get it started off up in this diner, but it is gonna go down. All right, so Lou gets up, and Unique lets his boy let Lulu go, and yeah, I think that was just a declaration. Anyway, let's jump over to this ball. Okay, we see Nicole. She's dressed up in her white gown. Okay, it's all poofy and frou-frou and all of that. She's looking in the mirror and she's just admiring herself, or just can't believe that she about to go to this damn ball with this boy that she don't really want to go with. Her mom comes in and tells her how beautiful she is. She was just like, I know these kids, when you guys go out, I know people be having sex and everything. I just want to make sure that you don't get pregnant. And Nicole was just like, yeah, you don't get pregnant from lesbian sex. Okay, and she was just like, you are not a lesbian, that girl took advantage of you and all of this. Okay, so Nicole is trying to explain to her like, mama, please, whatever. All right, her father comes in, always clueless. Oh boy, I tell you, that Brandon is gonna be something lucky tonight, and she was just like, mom just gave me permission to have sex with him. And she was like, I did not. Okay, so they all start arguing. That shit was hilarious. At the same time, we see Juke. She's at home. She doesn't have on her dress. Okay, instead she has on a suit. She looks good. Okay, then that would have really been a statement back there in the 80s. Like, I don't know anybody that would have them kind of balls, but Juke does it. She's dancing in the mirror. She knows she looking good, pop locking and whatever. And Rock come in. And she turns around real quick and she was just like, I'm sorry, I needed somewhere to get dressed. Kanan said I could get dressed here. And she was just like, oh, you sure look good, girl. Who you going with? And she says, her name is Nicole. And she was like, well, Nicole is very lucky. Okay. And Juke has relief written all over her face. And she was just like, look, I'm not your dad. Okay. Whoever you with, I just want you to be happy. So she goes and she makes Juke feel better. She going out with her girl, about to meet up with her and whisk her away and go to the dance and all of that. Okay. Well, maybe not, because back at Nicole's house, she's listening to the tape that Laverne made for her on her Walkman. And, she's trying to get into the groove of everything. And then her mom is knocking on the door like, we need to take pictures. Okay. It's like, oh, this woman. Okay, so she goes and she gets the vial of crack that she has, that she stole from Laverne. And I was just like, oh girl, are you really gonna be smoking crack before you do something with your mom right there? Like, I mean, so I was just like, oh, this is bad, you guys. And sure enough, she gets her damn what is the thing called? That thing. She puts the rock in there. I mean, she definitely knows how to do it. So something tells me that wasn't her first time doing it, even at the event last week. But she puts the rock in there. She light that shit up. She take a couple of puffs and you already know it's about to be over. Okay, because just like, I forgot to tell you guys, but just like how we saw the guys earlier in the Rock House overdosing, just one puff, you guys, and old girl is dead. Falls right out. Okay, boom. The mama hears it and it was just like, Nicole, open this door. Is everything okay, Nicole? Open this door right now, Nicole. Nicole ain't opening no doors unless it's the gates to heaven, okay? Because Nicole is a goner, and I was like, oh, I didn't expect the shit to happen this soon, but you already know Juke is gonna be heartbroken, you guys. I mean, just heartbroken. Remember I told you that Juke was this is gonna harden her heart, especially when she find out how it happened and what's going on, and you know, is she gonna end up blaming Kanan on this one? Child, that's a mess. So of course that night, while Juke is sitting there waiting at the dance for Nicole to walk up, Nicole never shows. And Juke is sitting there feeling like she been stood up. I was like, girl, you ain't been stood up. Your girl was trying to get to you. But that Rock got to her first. And then lastly, you guys, Rock comes and tells Kanan, like, how you miss your cousin. She was looking fly, you know. And how much she enjoyed doing a double date with him and Davina, how they want to do that again. And he was like, yeah, we can do that again. And then he tells her how that cop pulled up and was trying to talk to him. I'm sorry, I missed that part too. I forgot to tell you guys that Marvin, you know, sees Kanan out on the streets and pulls up and is asking him all these questions. Like, did you ask your mom about me? You know, you might find out something new. You know, Kanan was just like, nah, you know, she already told me whatever she told me. And he was just like, you should ask your mom. I was like, can you not be, what is his name, first of all? Is it Marcus? What is it? Because I keep messing up the name and you guys correct me every week. But, whatever the detective's fucking name is, his daddy that he don't know, you know, I was just like, please don't be the creepy kind. Are you gonna, every time you see this boy, you know, just you checking up on him and all that? Don't be that way, because that shit is weird, okay? This boy don't know who you are from Adam, all right? So, you know, when he tells her that he pulled up on him and he was just asking, she was like, you stay the fuck away from him. Okay, don't say nothing else to him. But of course, the fact that this man keep on telling him that he need to ask Rock about him, of course Kanan's interest is peaked. You guys know how Kanan is already. So he already about to wear Rock out or find out, I should say, probably not through Rock, another way, that man is his father, okay? And that might really be a problem with him and Rock, all right? But yeah, you can already see all of the ways that shit can go left with these relationships of everybody. We just gonna wait for it to all play out. All right, you guys, that's it. Now I really got to go and run into Home Depot and then run to Floor and Decor. All right. So make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. Sorry. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.